What do you mean? Dig deeper there. Like, what do you mean? Like because that's something that actually one of the big things is I disencourage women being single, and the whole reason why is because I don't want them to get stuck single. I'm scared of the habit of staying single until they hit the wall, and the next thing you know, they can't find the man that they want.
So let me ask you this: if a woman chose to stay single, how would that affect you?
It doesn't affect me at all. It affects the world. So the whole point of my show is none of this is for me. All of this is because I see a loop, a hedonistic loop going on. And for this hedonism to stop, it all starts with one thing: women opening their legs. If women close their legs, men have to work harder to get the pussy. If men have to work hard to get pussy, then these guys that ain't shit all have to become better men. The problem with people letting or women letting sex out so easily or making it so easy for them to get sex is men become shit. They don't have to work for anything.
Okay.
So I have a very hard stance where I teach women keep your legs closed, find a good guy before you hit the wall. Get married, have kids, do all that stuff. Because we look at statistics, we look at what makes women happy. It shows that the 45 plus women are the saddest demographic, and the reason why is because they're single. Like if they weren't single and they had families and like if they had a family reunion at 80 years old and they had all these grandchildren, I think they'd be way happier than staying single their whole life.
Okay.
That's the whole point of my show. Like I have four sisters. I have nothing but best friends that are women. I have a daughter. I the whole point of me doing the show is because I really care about women, having good, happy lives. And I know that for them to have a good, happy life, it's going to be like what I was raised in, which was two happy families.
Mhm.
What I saw my whole life, which was awesome family reunions with my grandparents and all my family and stuff. I know that's what makes women happy. And all this bullshit about being single and that's what's really happiness. That's not true. And it's never been true in all of history. If we look at all of history, men and women are symbiosis. We're always meant to be together. We were never meant to be apart. So anybody who thinks that we're meant to be apart, you're just not in connection with nature.
Okay. I heard you, and I do agree. However, I will say this. Um, it's so crazy that the idea of women not keeping their legs closed is like this push thing for American women. Like American women are so hypersexualized.
Oh, I don't think they are.
Hold
If we
on,
look at stats, they're
give me a
not.
second.
I agree with you though.
Give
That's
me a
all I'm saying
second,
with you.
right? Like, so when, and I, again, I'm an American black woman, so I'm just speaking from my point of view of what I've seen and what I've heard and the different research that I've been able to accumulate. But what we do know is that Asian women who tend to date out the most interracially Asian women,
Mhm.
um, when you go overseas and things like that, those women are easily bought. They're very much so sex deviants.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've heard
very
about it all
common,
the time. Yeah.
and not just a thing for the passport bros. It's not just like Brazil or no. It's like all over in other places.
Hmm.
The women are very promiscuous. But the idea is that and it's very true. American women are more single now than ever in history. We actually just broke the rate for being more alcoholic intake than men.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
The narcissism rate has risen substantially in American women due to social media. At one point in time, and it may still be, but at one point in time, narcissistic characteristics were things you found most commonly in men, and bipolar, schizophrenia were things you found more commonly in women.
Mhm.
And now again, a lot of these things that are negative and adverse have potentially risen. However, I would question, right? Like when you say um that's gonna affect you, I would actually challenge and say that it doesn't at all.
I didn't
Because
say. I actually said that it
no,
doesn't affect me at
I
all.
yeah, you're right, you're right.
I said that.
And the thing is, it's like if I ain't even gonna hold my fucking tongue. If a woman want to be hard headed and she don't think that that's what's gonna make her happy, I want men to stop fighting for their right to attempt to make that happen. Because what you're doing is you're emphasizing too much focus on the hard-headed ones and the ones who are sitting here telling you I want to be with you, the ones that are being called pick me because they crown me queen pick me of Twitter.
Hmm.
So queen pick me here, I own it, I stand in it. You cannot insult me with that term. Absolutely, I am a pick me, the pickiest pick me queen pick me. You cannot, you can't make me feel bad about that, right?
Yeah.
So what's happening is men are wanting women who are trying to be more family oriented. They want more traditional women.
Hmm.
They want women who are actual willing to accept their leadership. They want women who are actually ready to be in their common natural role, you know, being extremely nurturing. Same thing you said as far as like just simply nature doing what nature's supposed to do, bringing men and women together. Again, I agree with a lot of what you said, but I think this is countering, and it's actually doing more damage than good, because if they are if they're willing to take that risk, I think we need to let them hoes suffer.
And I agree with you. So like that's why a lot of the girls that come on the show, some of them are horrible. They're exactly what you're talking about. They're the women that everything I say never going to affect them. It's never going to change their life. They're never going to listen to anything I said. But sometimes some of the girls at this panel, they're borderline pick me's. Like they're about to become a full one, you know? Or
Yeah.
like they already kind of get it, you know?
Hmm.
They're kind of based. And like those girls, they love all the info that I teach. They love whenever I say that stuff because they're like, yeah, I fully agree. And yeah, all I'm doing is those girls, like basically the girls that are good girls, I'm reinforcing them into even better girls. And then
Right.
the girls that ain't shit, I'm kind of making them, you know, probably be even worse with men for the rest of their life because they learn the more truth about
But
men.
I'm so happy that that is happening, right? Because let's tailor this back. If we get those women who are loud, proud, and fuck you, man.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about men. We don't care. Nothing I do in life is for a man, and I'm this and I'm that, and you know they full of themselves.
We
Right?
want them to stay single,
We
right?
want them, because here's the thing: women are easily influenced by other women.
Uh-huh.
And this goes back to men cannot identify the prostitutes from the women who actually are traditional.
Ooh, this is
All
a
of this
good
comes full
point.
circle.
Yeah.
So if we constantly have men who are in sectors, and you know, shout out to the podcast people, in podcasts and in consultations and relationship coaches and experts, and they're trying to turn women and change their mind, you're making it harder for yourself.
Yeah. Well, or the guys that they end up with all their trauma. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.